We got ourselves Darley over for the team 1. Ready to go on the Frosty Mage. We got ourselves a Grifka as a rogue. Carexus as an evoker. It's been a while since we've seen an evoker in here. And my man Cracker charging out as an arms warrior. Ready to go versus Tarion. The two facing each other. The Alliance of the Horde Juggernaut. Tarion immediately blade storming over as Cracker backs up out of the Tarion, cutting down the banner. As Cracker will look to recuperate a little bit. I think trying to go for the second win, but the bleed from the blade storm is going to keep him back for just a second. But looks like the man should be able to make a full recovery. Even first ending just to catch back up. Oh my goodness, I do love the whole alliance feel that Dalaran got going on with the mount and everything. He's really flying them alliance colors while Cracker got himself the full Horde setup. Another charge by Dalaran, making sure he always gets that opener. Stormbolt on the tail, but is he gonna go for a trinket? Big damage on the Cracker out of nowhere. Dalaran with a leap, charge to follow, Stormbolting him right in the face with the disarm off of the trinket. As Dalaran looking to see if he can fight back. The Orca's Juggernaut does go for the trinket. It's gonna be parry up for Cracker, trying to make sure he does not get denied his victory here, but it's going to be parry up for Dalaran. Both of them are using overpowers in order to bypass each other's defenses. Parry up onto Fear onto Cracker, does that Berserker Rage out of it. Dalaran going for a bit of a blaze storm, just see if he can walk away from Cracker using that Ignore pain in order to offset a portion of the damage it takes into that little shield based off of rage. Stormbolt back into Cracker. Dalaran taking a bit of damage, is a little bit behind on health, does go for that impending victory to catch up a little bit on more healing. Cracker looking to keep the pressure on Tal best they can, does go for those charges to catch back up to Tal, but he actually is quite a bit of a distance away. Dalaran back in the battle stance, wants to get ready for combat. I think he's setting up some kind of big damage go potentially. Battle stance back up for Dalaran, wants to go aggressive here. He does want to go for some damage if he can. But can he do it? Stormbolt to follow by Cracker, trying to see if he can axe him down with an execute parry up for Dalaran, trying to see if he can fight through Cracker, also with a parry as well. Bleed by Dalaran, trying to see if he can bypass Cracker's defenses. Stormbolt with a blade storm, but looks like Cracker got plenty of health, does go for that quick execute at the very end as the defenses shatter, and is going to be able to take him down right then and there. Holy Sight charging out right next is a Red Pally. Cracker's not really given an opportunity to catch himself a reset whatsoever. Big stun by Holy Sight. Got himself a big final wreck onto Cracker, who's hoping to get the hell out of dodge if he can. Charge back into Holy Sight is going to be a trinket with a blind and a big AoE at the end. It's Holy playing that gesture of a paladin. Do you even have the hammer to come follow it? No, you got yourself a weapon instead. I was hoping maybe you would have like the Darkwind hammer on top of it. Carrick as an evoker up next versus Holy Saya, as the man is trying to get himself a bit of a setup versus the dragon. Charging out is going to be a rude, but actually has a hand of freedom in order to keep himself moving. Big damage out of Carrick, but may have to go for maybe some more healing. Trinkets out at no help whatsoever. Got himself a little bit of recovery, maybe in trouble though, trying to go for as much damage as he can. Does get himself a big lust rolling in off of that what is it, fire breath I think that at the end was, but he does get himself a random bloodlust proc using his tier set, but it's not enough. Did go in kind of aggressive versus Holy, who is so far just clowning on these boys as the Harlequin set. Tral is going to be up next. Like Lessons, he got himself the biggest set, is proccing onto Holy Sire, maybe just enough here. Bubble for the Paladin to break out of the shackles. Got himself regenerate in order to catch up on health very quickly. It's going to be Tral with an Ice Sphere to follow. Ice Fury with Frost Sharks actually doing quite a bit more damage than before, so for Tral there's going to be lots of sustained output right now, especially if you can get a bunch of procs. Knockback into Holy Sire, trying to see if he can Earth Shock him with a knockback to follow him. Does he have potential root? Trying to go for a bit of a Hex, looking for a catch up and heal. Holy Side does not have an out for this one, so for Trial, this does give him a moment to at least rejuvenate himself back up to full. And it's going to try to see if he can stay aggressive with the Holy Side. Does not want him to go behind the pillar and get any kind of recess. Maybe Lava Burst available. Does he get the procs? Laying hands to fight through the damage. It's Holy trying to see if he can survive this. Does go for a stun onto Trial. It's going to go for a trinket. Is going to be able to slam him down with a couple of elemental blasts to follow. Fast is going to be up next. Mortical into Trial with a Fear to follow. It's going to have what looks like a Tremor Totem to break out of it. It's going to be another portal for Fast either way though. As long as he can get some kind of pets, he is going to be able to overpower Trial here. Maybe Trial can use the Totem of Roots. I guess he already used the Root Totem already, but maybe he can find a way to somehow at least deal with the Pit Lord. because that thing is going to be deadly. Piddler charging out. Actually, Piddler rooted out the place. That's perfect for Troll. He's making sure he's immune to damage. Piddler rooted as soon as he came out. Actually, might have been able to bypass a lot of the Piddler damage off the bat. Maybe enough to survive this here. Trick it out of Fassel as he gets in with a Lassa. As Troll's still looking for survivability. Needs to go for as much healing as possible. Healing surges back to back. Does he have enough? Access follow. Fassel does not have the line of sight of Troll. The man needs a little bit more healing. Does go into Ghost Wolves, and any kind of healing surge he uses is going to help him recover. More to call around the corner as he's barely away from Fassel. Demon Dog is charging out. I don't know if he's got a root totem yet again. Wait, Fassel's actually out of defenses. Maybe for Troll, this could be an opportunity. Has a wall of his own. This is where the Shaman could maybe potentially take down the Warlock, knocking him against the wall, rooting him in place. Does set up a big sentence to follow. Could potentially be the big go. Massive lava burst is flying at Fassel. Is going to go for a soul burn. Hellstone to try to recover. Sky Fear totem right next to him does not go to eliminated. The pets get summoned up, but I think they got rooted mid-charge. So I don't even know where the pets are. The pets didn't get rooted. They tried to charge towards Troll. I don't know if he got a big jet bite at the very beginning. I think the root actually denied it. Lava burst into Fassel. Ursak to follow. Does he have enough to take him? Oh, more to call, but Troll barely survives and goes in for a heal immediately. I can't believe the Shaman is alive. Who's going to be up next? It's either going to be, looks like Gamer's going to go in, Stormbolt the guy, but a Ruin is going to get him out immediately. Trial has no mana whatsoever. Needs to get himself as much Maelstrom, as much mana. Just needs to get away from Gamer as well, as the man is just kind of zooming all over the place. He just needs to stay in Ghost Wolf as much as possible, get the percentage healing, and he may be okay. Reflect out for Gamer really early on. So now Troll should be able to get quite a bit of damage onto Gamer. He is playing Arms Warrior, which does a lot of damage, doesn't have a lot of healing, or at least survivability and like slow, sustained survivability. He can get a burst of healing, but that's about it. Knockback again. Troll trying to establish ultimate control. Lava burst back to back. Earthshock, freezing, Frost Shock to stop in place. Frost Sphere to follow. Frost Shock's gonna do a lot of damage. Reflect up for Gamer. Try to see if he can just fight through it. Lassa just continues to walk away from Gamer as long as Troll has himself another Earthshock. Does have another Earthshock freeze. He's just controlling Gamer entirely. Has a knockback in case he needs to. Gamer trying to see if he can charge in. Blaze Storm isn't enough though. Leap away, but Troll trying to create some distance. He has another freeze. Does he take him? Oh my god! Thrall himself. This guy's name is Thrall too. It's Thrall, T-T-R-A-A-L. He's basically as close to Thrall as he can be. Gloosh is the last one left on Team 1. Gouge onto Troll immediately. Gloosh goes in for that secret technique combo. It's gonna get knocked back, but the Shadow Steps are letting him close that gap really quickly. Troll trying to see if he can blast through Gloosh. Wall to follow. Sky Fury right after. Blind by the Rogue. It looks like the Gloosh is gonna go for a bit of a resetting spaghetti behind the pillar. Try to keep the pressure versus Troll if he can. Knock back onto him as Gloosh does go in for quite a bit of damage. Try to go for Viscerage back to back. Is it another? Does get to fight through him. Darley opening up with a flurry immediately with a Ring of Frost off the bat. Gloosh should take a little bit of damage from the Frost, but being able to vanish out, you don't have any Frost damage over time effects to deal with. Nova onto Gloosh just to separate him from the Rogue for just a moment. Is gonna go for Ring of Fire while the Rogue is in that smoke, but I think he's gonna take damage either way. The Blizzard right after, maybe he could freeze him. Is gonna be all the time blind, as Gloosh does not want to walk next to Ring of Fire, does not want to set himself ablaze. It's going to be Nova immediately. Gloosh does not go for the cheap shot. Darley does go down for a Snowdrift. Gloosh does not have an out for this one. It's going to eventually freeze him. Darley does go for the big Spike. Is this enough right here? Oh my god, Spike did quite a bit of damage, but the vanish out of the Rogue, trying to see if he can escape, does get a cloak at the last second. And Grifka trying to see if he can maybe deny Gloosh. Can it go? He may be alright. Trying to see if he can make it go. This could be his one all go. Does he get it? Actually backs up before the cheat death even procs. Grifka does go for a vanish. Trying to see if he can catch up to Gloosh. Does he catch him though? Gloosh does catch himself a reset, but looks like he's got bleeds on him. Get the shot. I think Grifka may just have him. Gloosh, I think, played his hands, and Grifka does finish it. Well done, well done. Yo, Troll popping up on an Ellie, by the way. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen a proper elemental shaman really pop off in these duels. Normally, it is an enhancement shaman pretending to be elemental.